Premium account on X. Yeah. All right. Guess I should turn off the music.
You was jigging. You was
I was jigging.
yeah.
What is jig? Oh, this. Yeah, jigging.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I could jig. I can jag too, Maya.
Jig and jag.
Jig and jag. So what's up?
The lotus
Ooh, the lotus flower.
is beautiful.
Yeah. What do you have to share with us today?
Okay. Two pieces.
Okay.
So one of them is in regards to currency and just being in our power. And so it's really short, it's not too long.
Good.
Prepare your nervous system. With great power comes great responsibility. Don't be afraid of large amounts of currency. You are worthy. Keep going and enjoy this life you are living. Real recognizes real, so don't fuck with nothing confusing.
Mm,
So, nervous system, being able to really like hold, embody, you know, your true essence and power. And then the concept of currency. So, in our world, money is like what everyone is chasing and stuff. But the true value is really currency, your energy, in my eyes, and how you're utilizing it, and just like also the concept of cryptocurrency in this dialogue. And so we could be nervous if we see the numbers like when they do go up, but just don't be afraid of it, and you are worthy of it.
hmm.
And then this other piece is a painting I drew painted like years ago. Can you
A
see?
way will be made. It's
Yes.
beautiful. It's beautiful.
Thank you. And then right here it says, trust your journey.
Trust your journey.
Yeah. So even though or despite what's going on in the world or in your own life, a way will be made. And to have faith in that. Faith in God, faith in yourself, and to trust your journey that whatever's happening in your life right now is meant to, and it's going to actually help you. It's going to help you in some type of way. We just have to find how or what it's trying to show us or teach us or give us. And the colors, I was really specific with the colors. These are like the waters of like probably emotions. And then the different little like circles are like the higher consciousness, the higher chakras, our throat chakra, our heart chakra, our third eye, and also our crown. And so, really embodying those chakras and having a strong foundation within our lower chakras so we can really embody those higher chakras.
I'll drink to all that. What are you drinking?
Clove, hawthorn, and milk thistle. So the same couple herbs I've been doing.
Really?
It's really good for your respiratory, the chest area.
Mm, nice.
Yeah. What are you drinking?
I'm drinking warm water, lemon, cayenne.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's spicy. I like spicy.
Me too.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
have some cayenne over there right now.
Justin Rainman says milk thistle is great. Well,
Yeah.
and Parzival says, "Sup, Chiz? How you doing, man? Welcome.
Welcome.
This is Maya. Maya's she's the best, man. And we got
Thank
her on chain this week, didn't we? I don't think we're done sharing art, but we got you on chain fast,
Yes, yes.
direct, right?
Yeah.
How was that? You want to share a little bit about how it was, like just the first steps of getting onto
Um,
onto a wallet, a digital wallet, and getting off of central finance. How did you do it?
so years ago, I was on like different platforms like Traders Way and um Vload and all these other ones, and it was really difficult. I had money locked in Traders Way, and I didn't know how to like take it out to have it for myself.
Yes,
And I emailed them, they wouldn't even like acknowledge it. There was like
yes.
a generic response. But so that money was held in there. Um, but going on to blockchain, that was very interesting with what is it called?
The mask.
MetaMask.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
so
MetaMask. I really wanted to get you in onto a new wallet, which is but the MetaMask is the old school one, and I sort of had to teach you this. So anyway,
yeah.
go on.
Yeah, so MetaMask, originally I kind of messed up and I took a picture of like my security
Yeah,
thing, and
exactly.
Chiz was like, "No, that's not secure now. So we're gonna have to make another one." And so I made another one and I made sure I had sealed those, the security password away. But it was pretty simple in a way, just because I had Chiz there guiding me, which I'm grateful for. And then he sent me some Ethereum, and
Yeah.
then I was gifted some Ouroboros.
Ouroboros, right?
Ouroboros.
Ouroboros, yeah. And so Double Down, who is a community, I assume a guy.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that. It was for
Yeah.
my birthday from last week, and I'm so
That
grateful.
that was so amazing. Yeah.
I
And
know.
so Maya has a donation wallet, and Double Down, DM me and said, "Hey, I'd love to give Maya a present of ORX," because I guess I had maybe influenced his thinking a little bit, maybe. And so it's this idea of, you know, giving it forward, and so he gave you an incredibly generous gift. So that's amazing. And
Yeah.
that's ORX. So we're gonna look at the ORX, we're gonna look at the Ouroboros uh protocol a little bit this evening, but that's a gift, man, that you just hold. You hold it. It's like owning a piece of a on-chain bank. It's borrowing and lending protocol. And if you
Mhm.
have RX token, you hold it, and then you have an ownership stake, and you can even vote on the DAO. Okay? Yeah, it's cool. It's really cool. It's my favorite project in blockchain. Yeah.
And
And what else
I
did you
was
get?
able to I was able to transfer the money that was lodged in Traders Way and
Yes.
transferred it to my my wallet, and so that
How
was
did you get
able.
them to do that? How did you get to just giving them your Ethereum wallet, maybe
Yes.
address? That was
Yeah.
it.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
exactly.
email them like, "Oh, can I do that?" And I just felt like it was gonna take longer and they were gonna be confusing. And so I just went in the system and I seen USD to Ethereum, and I'm like, okay, let me see. And it said the wallet basically put the code in, and then I put it
Nice,
in, and within like the next couple hours, it went through. And then
nice.
so yeah, so my wallet is
So
actually more than I expected in a
nice,
couple days.
right? And so you got some Ethereum from what we call a centralized exchange, basically, and what we say is like not your keys, not your wallet, or not your crypto. So you weren't holding the keys, they were, right? And so
Exactly.
self cut, and so it's amazing that you got your money and you sent it to yourself in your Ethereum wallet, and then Double Down, sent you a bunch of ORX, and I'll show you what you can do with it in a little bit. And then what else did you get?
Chiz sent me an NFT of
Yep,
Goku, and
of
I
Goku
grew up
NFT. Yeah,
watching Dragon Ball. Like I love Dragon Ball. I'm
nice.
28, so I'm not too young. People think I'm 19, but I'm 28. So I just the NFT looks hard. It's raw. Like just
It's
the image is really raw.
it's
Um
raw.
and it's an Ascendant NFT, but
Mm, yeah.
and it's beautiful because I established a holistic youth program, and
Yep.
it's called Ascending the Youth. And
It's
that was in
called
2020.
Ascending the Youth.
Yeah. And I established it in 2022. So it's just like the things are aligning basically of just
Mm,
like Goku, Ascendant, and just like already wanting to decentralize money and just like find another way to make money.
mm.
But yeah, it's just perfect that I'm able to connect with Chiz because it's hard. It's like it's not hard. It's just like if you don't have anyone really guiding you, it's just confusing, and it
It's
could be very
it's
discouraging.
hard. It's
Yes,
very
yeah, it's hard. You
discouraging.
went through,
It's
yeah. You
hard.
guys are going through it. Yeah. You paved the way for us, to really learn it and understand it. And so I'm just
Right.
grateful. Yeah.
Yeah. Right on mine. So, okay. So, yeah. So a few things. This is I don't know if you can see this, can you?
Yes, it's beautiful.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
glowing.
and it says at the top, ORX will be rare liquid gold. Okay.
Hmm.
And this is the ORX totem right here, the tall one. Okay. Now it's a work in progress, and it's always like aesthetically, I've always loved this protocol. The name of it, Ouroboros, right?
Hmm.
And so how it got developed inspired me, and so I just started carving it, right? And so that's this one on fire, right? This is Ouroboros on fire, right? And this right here is the ascendant eagle. Okay. Now the ascendant eagle, it's got people in it. It's got eagle. It's also a work in progress. And it also, like when I started to work it, carving and then photographing it and then digitizing it a little bit, both of them started to get on fire, literally. And so yeah, and they fit together really well too. And
They do.
yeah. So,
That's
okay,
beautiful.
let me show you another. Let me see if I can get
I
something
want to see it
else.
in person.
Yeah, well, you're gonna have to come to New York then.
I
Okay,
know.
check it
I've
out.
never been there.
Yeah, you've never been to New York. Check this piece out. Oh wait, see that?
That's
See that? Now
yeah.
this is so the NFT that I sent you, the Ascendant NFT. It's what we call a hybrid NFT. Okay. It's got Goku, the pretty face. It's hard, you said, right? It's like it's hot. I would say it's
Yeah.
hot,
Yeah.
right? And then under the hood, it's it's got math. It's got math, basically. And it's programmable money, basically. It's programmable money. And this team built a program, and we'll look a little under the hood, but I don't want to get there. But the point is that I I'm different. Like I will look at charts, and I do look at charts, and I'll share some charts later, but I tend to choose projects based on the vibe, right? And so this
Mhm.
project, I don't know, I liked it. I like Goku. I like Builder Lee and Sal who built it. I don't know them really, but I do know them just through communications. and I liked the vibe of it. And so I started carving it. And then they're doing another project called Horizon. I don't really Horizon. And so the
Mhm.
Ascendant totem started turning into this like gem. I mean, look at this. This is the Ascendant totem that just turned into this freaking diamond, right? And I was like, wow. And so I realized that the Ascendant Eagle had flown up and like turned into this Horizon light being, which is what this is. This is the Horizon light being. And
Wow.
part of it is, yeah. And so that's sort of that. Um,
That's so beautiful.
yeah, that's cool. Hold on, let me show you another version of that. Actually, let me show you this. Okay.
How tall
So
are these?
this is
Height.
about 10 feet tall. This is actually there was a war going on. I think Rain Man is here. There was sort of a war going on between the Titan X totem and the Shaolin totem. Okay. Now this is an old school totem. This is actually called Desert Peoples, and it's red cedar. I carved this in Central Park. Actually, it's about 9 feet tall, and it was crazy. I was carving it, walking back and forth from my little apartment. So that's, but I refinish pieces and redeploy them, and this piece needed to sort of and this piece were mediating between Titan X Totem and Shaolin. And so that's what this is. And you see that there's a lizard here. This is the Shaolin lizard. There's also a toad down here. And this right here is Titan X. This is Titan X right here. And
Mhm.
then this is Dragon X. And then this down here, remember this. This is a big heart. It's a big heart carved into the base of the Titan X totem. Okay. I carved that for Eros.
Mhm.
Eros. Remember that one? We're gonna get you bridging to Pulse Chain, and we're gonna airdrop you some Eros bling. it's gonna be, it's also gonna be an NFT, but it's a different kind of NFT. It's an NFT that represents a liquidity pair, two tokens put together, and it's basically doing what we do in DeFi, which is provide liquidity for buying and selling. Basically, it's the vehicle to buy and sell crypto, is what they call it, an AMM, an automated market maker. It's the innovation of Uniswap and other automated market makers. And so anyway, I got deep in there. Anyway, that's this.
It's fine.
Hold on. I've got another
It's
gotta
raw.
I yeah, it's raw, I know. Look at
And
this.
that view in the back is beautiful too.
What's that?
Wow. The view on the back is beautiful too.
Yeah. So check this out. This also is the Horizon light being. It just kept on showing up with fire, and I would photograph it at night. This is in the snow. I don't know if you see the snow.
I
It's
do.
like all winter, man. It was rough winter. Crypto was rough. It was snowing. It's just like rough winter for me at least. And so I made all this art in the winter, so that was fun. And so this is the Ascendant Light Being. I don't know if you've seen this one. This is a cool one.
I haven't.
You
This
didn't
is
see this one? Oh, this is hot. That's hard, right?
it is. It is.
Yeah. I mean, look at this. So Ascendant is one of these little gems. It's like each crypto that I'm in and that I'll be exposing you to has a different purpose. Okay. Like this is a niche within a niche within a niche project, Ascendant. It's a little gem, and it has a very specific purpose, which is to leverage Dragon X. There are other protocols that leverage Dragon X. Dragon X is a leverage play on Titan X, which is a leverage play on Ethereum. all of this that we're talking about is built on Ethereum, leverage plays on the, and so Ascendant, it's pretty simple, very discrete protocol. It basically is designed to, if you put Titan X or Dragon X into it, you'll conceptually make more of that. It's to leverage it. And I'll show you the ratios between Dragon X and Ascendant later. But it's a niche project. I like it just because I like the builders and I like it aesthetically. And for me, it's a good way to leverage a little bit of Dragon X. Okay, so that's that. Ouroboros is different. Okay, I want to share a little bit. This is okay, why don't we look at some charts? You want to look at a chart?
Yeah. Yes.
Do you see this now? No.
No, not a
Hold
chart.
on. Okay, hold on. I need to get rid of this. Removes from stage. All right. Well, let's talk before I go show you some charts. So what do you think about the art? What other kind of art?
They're beautiful. Like your art is beautiful. You had so many, and
What?
mine are just, your art was so beautiful, and I just had what I had.
Oh, girl,
But
come on. No, 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 no. Don't. Come on. Wait a second. Like, first of all, like what you shared is very beautiful, right? And it's not just like the physical manifestation and stuff. It's like this with you. It's like the whole thing. It's the spiritual, the verbal. It's a poem. It's all. So don't disrespect your expression, your freedom expression. Okay, don't. There's no need to compare. But thank you. I appreciate it. But I also prepared, like, I'm like, I gotta show some art. I gotta show some art, you
I
know.
enjoy it. I enjoy it. I love it. And it
Cool.
inspires me to really get more into my art because I usually dance. That's another way I express and release and heal is through dance. And so, yeah, but I love writing and I love painting. So I just need to hone into those more so I can share with you guys. Because, yeah.
All right. So okay, you can share your writing. I'm writing a book, as you know.
Yes.
It's crazy. The
It's
story
insane.
is
It's
off the
brilliant.
hook. It's
It's
off the
brilliant.
hook.
It's gonna change
Really?
lives. It's gonna
You think
like,
so? You think so?
yeah.
If I ever finish it and get it out. I think I will.
Yeah, because a lot keeps coming to you. So to write, to add to it. So just finding when you want to cut it, you know.
I mean, it's amazing. I mean, honestly, it's like as a creative project, I like having creative projects, obviously. I take care of my son, I work, but I the creative projects really, other than being a father, those are the things that
Um, keeps you going.
keeps me going.
Creativity. We're creators. We're supposed to
Yeah,
create.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, but so the story is amazing. It's crazy. And what it is I have very lucid dreams. I have very vivid dreams. And
Same.
unless I check, oh, really? You do?
In this past couple weeks too, and I haven't been smoking marijuana, you guys. So
Yeah.
like that's a major like win for me because I smoked since I
Right,
was 14. So I'm just
right,
sharing that because it is part of my journey.
right.
And as an educator of holistic health and wellness, I I want to push for the youth to abstain from, drug addictions. And I know
Mhm.
that's not a drug, it's a herb, but still, just to not run to that when things are hard in life, and to be more clear-minded and to help their let their brains develop before they run to that, because they're still developing. And Yeah, that's a major win for me. So my dreams have been very vivid, very lucid, and some are nightmares, like kind of like, oh my gosh. But others is just, but they're all
If is
they're
here.
messages, subconscious fears, everything that I need to know and see. So it's okay. It's okay. I would rather that than not have my dreams. So yeah, it's a
Yeah,
beautiful thing.
yeah. Well, I have these lucid dreams, and fortunately, and I carve them out. I sort of carve out my bad dreams, my good dreams. But writing has really given me a way to like digest the dreams. And as you know, I've created this story about a dreamer. It's pretty cool.
It's
Gifford.
so awesome. It's so
It's a
awesome.
great story. Yeah, it's a great
and
story.
and it helps you heal, and also your wisdom, all the wisdom that you've acquired over your life. It's in that book.
It's
Like
in
it's
that book.
definitely,
I know there's a lot there.
it's powerful.
So Maya, I just wanted to introduce you to Gifford Ware. It's GIF, and this is Maya. GIF is I don't really know him really well, but I know him as a builder, as a developer, and
Hmm.
someone who's really been an innovator in the space. I've been following him and his work, I don't know, probably for about a year and a half or so. Um, so yeah, thank you for showing up, GIF. It's me and Maya just hanging
Hi,
out. Talk.
gift.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, we were talking about getting Maya on chain, and so in 7 days, she has gone from which centralized exchange? What was that? From
Trader's Way.
Trader's Way, and now she's all on chain,
Yes.
and she's gotten a donation to her donation wallet of Ouroboros token, and so that's hot. I love that protocol, and I'm so thankful. And so that's the first thing, and then yeah, you were
Yeah,
saying
I'm
thank you.
thankful too. Yeah, I always
Yeah.
do this. I'm thankful too.
Thank you for the kind words. Nice to meet you, Maya. Hope we all get to work together. Totally. I mean, I think we're gonna work together. That's
Yes.
what we're doing. We are collaborating. I'm all about building these coalitions, multi-stakeholder groups. I mean, it's what I do in the world. Bringing people together. And in crypto, you can't really break bread. I bring people together. Tip in real life, you break bread and then you get to work basically.
Mhm.
But okay, so what were we talking about? We are talking about
You were gonna show graphs.
some charts. Let me just show you. Let me share my screen. I just want to show you a few. I want to get you thinking about how the charts look. I don't want to confuse you, but I do want to see if I can share my screen. Okay. Okay. See this? Maya? Maya, are you there?
Yeah.
Do you see the screen here?
Yes.
Okay. So this is Titanx. This is the chart this is the weekly chart. Okay. This is
Mm-hmm.
from the launch, which was October of 2023. And this is today, May 9th. Okay. And this is the
Mm-hmm.
week. Each of these bars, the green or the red, green means it's up for the week, and red means it's down for the week. There's lots of different time frames. I just want you to see the big shape from when it started to where it is now. Okay. And I also want you to look at the pair, because this is when we talk about crypto and DeFi, we talk about liquidity, and so that's basically capital. in the form of crypto in pairs. Okay. And we see tight necks and wrapped ETH. We don't need to get into the difference between ETH and wrapped ETH. It's wrapped ETH is a version of ETH, I think, for trading and LP. So I guess my question is, what do you see about this chart? What do you see about this chart? Just in terms of where we are in the tight neck cycle.
Um,
What do you see?
isn't it called bear?
Well,
It's like
it's a
it's
bear.
flattened down.
It's yeah. It's basically a bearish trend, right?
Yeah.
It's been a bearish trend. I mean, this is where it launched. It pumps and then it dumps, right? This is like what crypto does. It's very volatile. These like low liquidity early stage projects pump and then dump. Some never come back and they just keep on going down and down and down. This, dumped and then it came back, right? And then it dumped even harder. And right about here, April 7th, it bottom. And what happens when things hit bottom is like people get hurt. It's just like it's a very volatile time. And what you see is what I think is a recovery here. Okay, we've got 3 straight weeks. I don't know how much it's up, a few 100% from the bottom, okay, to where we are right now. Okay, so that's tight next. I just wanted to show it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is
Thank
a
you.
very strange little thing. This is the ORX chart. Right? This is what you got. Now, the thing is that this chart, actually, you can't even read this. That's
This this
yeah,
chart
what is
that you're showing is
yeah,
ORX.
this is
It says
ORX. Yeah.
okay.
This
It
is
still says
yeah, and
Tinex.
what's that?
It still says Tinex.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Doesn't say oh, okay, hold on. You know what? All right. I'm gonna get out of here. Get out of here.
And
Um
where are you
Stop
looking at
share.
that?
Oh, that's on that's on Deck Screener here, which is yeah, write that down, please. DEX Screener. Um, okay. Now, why is I'm trying to share
Spell it again.
Dex DEX Screener. I think it's
Okay.
.io, but okay. I'm gonna share the ORX. It's a very I don't know why I did this chart like this. It's very strange
I
little
see it.
chart. Yeah, it's very strange little chart. What do you see about this chart? It's just at the bottom. It's like right at the bottom, right?
And it's like more new. Like it's
It,
just
it's more new. That's exactly
yeah.
right. It launched in October. And this project it's one of the longest token distribution projects I've ever been involved with, and it's a very interesting distribution system that's still ongoing. Um, and just a few things to pay attention here. Okay. We don't need to think about that, but this is the price. It's about 2 cents per ORX token, right? This is the ratio with Titanx. So there's almost 90,000 Titanx for one ORX. Okay. Now I just want to bring you over to I need to stop sharing that. All right. I'm learning this. I'm learning this. Um, Hold on. Okay. I'm going to share. Let's see. ORX. What do I want to show you the Dow. Okay. So you see this now? This is the Ouroboros Dow.
Yes.
Now, I'm just showing you this because you got a gift of the ORX token. Okay. And actually, I don't think liquid holders, you're actually holding liquid ORX. I don't think that liquid holders can actually vote in the DAO yet. I think it's only for vesting holders, and we don't need to go into what that is, but I just want to let you know that this protocol is it's not fully governed by a DAO, but there's a process where the developer is passing over some power and responsibility to the DAO, which is a decentralized autonomous organization. Okay. And there are things like we voted on different, I guess, four different things and just help to guide this protocol. So I like that. I think it's cool. And most DAOs that I've been involved with are dysfunctional. don't don't really work that well just because most people are dysfunctional, most teams are dysfunctional. And this protocol, this developer is really functional in my opinion. And he's a solo operator and he's the developer. Yeah, no, it's crazy what he's built. I mean,
That's
it is
amazing.
great. I mean, and that's super shadowy. Now, the thing is, let me bring you to the protocol. I'm going to do on Sunday, I'm going to do a full walkthrough of this, but I do want to show you, show you, uh, yeah, okay. I want to show you what the protocol looks like. Okay. So um, this is what the homepage looks like right now. Okay. And it's about to get a facelift. It's about to, this is like an MVP. It's like a minimally viable product that has crazy product market fit. It's like, it's amazing, I think. So I really like this. I, I'm not going to connect my wallet to it, but um, this is basically
Wow.
a my borrowing and lending protocol on the blockchain. Okay. I love it. So that's that. I want to stop sharing. I'm going to go more into that on Sunday. I don't want to go into details right now. And now I'm back. Okay. So since GIF is here, I want to talk a little bit about it's not just because GIF is here, but like we've all like I just wanted to share a little bit about this project that I got pulled into and now I'm involved with. So okay. So the three projects that you're going to be involved with are one is the Ascendant one. Why? Just because I chose it. I like it and it was fun to send it to you and we'll see if we can I don't know create like a pay it forward competition to see who can contribute like ascendant NFTs to Maya for some reason. I don't know. We'll figure out why. I don't know. Maya, what's the good reason for people to donate to like ascendant NFTs or liquid ascent? Like, what's a good reason? Like, why should someone contribute to you?
Because I am a pillar in the community for our youth, and as an educator, holistic wellness educator, um, yeah. And I've gone through my own path and journey of my own healing and learning to really like teach others in my own, way. Uh, and I'll be grateful and I'll use it in a way that's honorable.
Nice, cool. All right. So and actually, I say we, but it's you. Will accept donations of
Anything.
anything that's not a scam coin. You like don't send her scam coins or things that are going to drain her wallet. So I'm going to have to talk to you, Maya, about what you can click and what you can't click in terms in your wallet. Okay. And so that's something to think about. Okay. So what was I going to say? Oh, so Ouroboros for me is like a gift, honestly, because like I aspire to get off of banking, off of traditional banking. I'm just done with it. I don't. Yeah. So I'm just done,
I
right?
feel that. I feel that.
Okay. Okay. So part of this is for me to get my financial world on chain. Okay. Even though it's very volatile and it's there are ways to stabilize assets and value on chain now. There are ways to in the like make the volatility our friend and use the volatility, because it goes up really high, like where we are right now in the cycle, we're about to probably take off in an altcoin bull run. Maybe not, but I think we're close. And what's going to happen is at some point, Ethereum, I mean, Bitcoin has been dominant. Bitcoin has, been adopted, it's it's hit all-time high. It's over 100,000. It's dominant. Okay. What happens is at some point, and I think it might have just started, I'm not sure. At some point, that Bitcoin dominance, that chart ends, it's up now, it's high, it's about to go down. And Ethereum, right, which is the second project token cryptocurrency after Bitcoin, it's the big innovation after Bitcoin. What happens is Ethereum then takes over. It takes off, and Ethereum has taken off in the last few days. And I don't know if this is the beginning of the altcoin rally, but it feels like it is to me. And it may take some time, but it's happening. And so I lost my train of thought. What was I thinking? Oh, where are we? Okay, we've got three projects. Ascendant is a niche one. It's like a leverage play on Dragon X. That's easy. You just get the NFT and you get a little passive income and you either hold it forever because you love it and you can trade it and or you sell it. And we can talk about what to do. There's not that much to do with it. You either hold it for a little passive income or at some point you sell it when it's way up. You bought it or you got gifted it at the bottom. That's the kind of project. It's like a $300,000 market cap now. It could 100x. It could
Yeah.
20x, right? And so yeah.
Free of limitations. We have to break that, like
Exactly.
anything is possible. And
Okay.
our consciousness, yeah, we have to just no limit.
So the no limit. So then there's Ouroboros, which is like more like it's a very sophisticated borrowing and lending protocol that we're going to use as a banking on the blockchain, right? It's stable yield. It's a place. It's like a home equity line in real estate. You basically use it like a home equity line. Like it's like if you own real estate, you can borrow against it, against the value. A lot of people don't like debt. I don't like debt to banks, but I like managing my own asset, my own value on chain. I love it. I did it last bull run on Anchor Protocol. I love doing it. And that's why when Ouroboros showed up, I was like, wow, I want to do this again. And so that is a long-term project. Now, the third project is this very strange project called EROS. Okay. Now, I feel like I want to play you. How long have we been doing this? Oh man, we've been doing it 45 minutes. We can't do it much longer.
The time flies.
Time flies. All right, so let me just say something about this Eros plan, okay? And the reason why, okay, the reason why I actually took it on as a project, a lot of people are like, this is stupid. Don't do it. It's a scam. Shut up, Peter. Everyone's like, "Rah, rah, rah, rah." And I'm like, well, I I really like the idea a lot because it answered a question that I was asking. It answered two questions that I was asking myself, and he came with a solution. So I was like, all right, I'm going to pay attention. And then, this guy he is a prolific crypto head, man. I'm telling you, he's just like off the charts. And I've designed my day so that I spend about half an hour a day actually listening to his audios. And he and I have this dialogue back and forth now. And I've learned a lot, honestly. And I took this project on mostly because it answered two questions. One was, how am I going to revive some of my dead coins that it just didn't feel like had a lot of potential? He gave me an answer, not the answer, but he gave me one answer that I was like, I like it.
Mhm.
And so that's why he won me over right away. Okay. And those are Lotus and Eden. Those are Rain Man's projects.
Mhm.
Okay. For one reason or another, those were just off the charts successful. And one of them had a bug and another thing happened. It was just a series of events that brought Lotus and Eden down. Okay. So this guy, Peter, gave me a solution to that, which was Bridget. Bridget from Ethereum to Pulse Chain, which gave me another answer to another question that I was asking myself, which is, how am I going to get back on Pulse Chain? How am I going to, because I have a history on Pulse, how am I going to get there and take advantage of the coming bull run, which I know is coming, and on Pulse Chain is going to be huge, I think. Finally. Okay. So that's why I was open to this EROS plan, okay, which is basically a community initiated effort, what they call a community takeover. It's not really a takeover, it's a protocol on the blockchain called EROS. It's a fork of the PTGC protocol on Pulse Chain. It's called PTGC. Okay. And we can talk about it later. I don't want to go under the hood, but basically, it's what they call a tax token. Each buy, sell, and transfer, you pay additional 5%. And then that 5% gets put into the economic system and creates, in the form of EROS, like 2% goes to buy and burn the EROS token. Okay. So it's actually becoming deflationary as opposed to inflationary. Okay. 2% goes to people who stake it and lock it up in the contract. Okay. And then 1% goes to build up the liquidity, which is it goes straight into the buying and selling pool. Okay. Anyway, that's EROS. I took it on mostly because there's this guy, Peter, and he's an absolute mystery. And I just want to share with you his voice. Okay. Okay. I just want to share with you. You've never heard his voice, right?
Mm-mm. Nope.
Now, t- tell me if now this is like people that listen to him are like, but I actually listen and I'm learning. Okay, so tell me if you can hear this. From Ethereum, the tokens, token tokens ecosystem coin holders, once they bridge out, they are unlikely to bridge back to the rest. Do you hear that?
I hear it.
Okay. And you're probably not going to understand any of it. It doesn't matter. I just want you to hear his voice. And he's very controversial but I like that. He's controversial because he's brutally honest and he's very experienced, and he tends to be impatient with people that aren't willing to at least listen. Okay. And so anyway, that's
Yeah, he sounds brilliant. Like the
yeah,
fast
yeah,
talking, like he knows what he's
exactly.
talking about. Like
Yeah.
I can hear it.
Yeah,
I can see.
so this is what we're listening for is can it's really not can you trust the man, but can you trust the intelligence? Okay,
Yeah.
just listen for that. If I did a quick summary of the advantages of bridging migrating continents. So I I ask him questions and then he gives me answers. Okay. The question that I asked him is give me, it's like a machine. It's like, and now he does use AI, but this came from his brain because I asked him, and then 30 seconds later he sent me this, which, and I basically asked like, why should we be bridging Titanx assets from Ethereum to Pulse Chain? Okay, and this was his answer. System coins from Ethereum to Pulse Chain, they would be removing future sell pressure from Ethereum. The Titanx Titanx ecosystem coin holders, once they bridge out, they are unlikely to bridge back in a rush. So we're taking supply, we're not increasing supply, we're removing supply from the Ethereum side, placing it on the Pulse Chain side, so that the bot coin holders have less sell pressure, allowing the bull market to move higher on the Ethereum Titanx. So that's all right. So did you get that idea?
I heard bridge and like I heard the stakeholders like essentially what you said, right?
Well, what he's saying is the first reason is reduce the selling on Ethereum. Okay.
Hmm.
Supply and then placing that supply over onto Pulse Chain, which allows the Pulse Chain community, which is vastly larger than Titanx community, to buy the Titanx ecosystem coins over there. So it's increasing demand on the Pulse Chain side. Increasing demand on the Pulse Chain side. Supply on Ethereum to allow the moon to occur. The moon. And placing supply on Pulse Chain to allow their demand to create the moon to occur. And then you have, so the moon is a metaphor for the chart going to the moon.
Yeah.
Arbitrage between the two blockchains. Arbitrage. Another one being that when you migrate coins from Ethereum over to Pulse Chain, you get the Ethereum address that is the Pulse Chain bridge address, receiving all these bot coins to that address. This activates trading bots. They start to realize that the Titanx ecosystem coins are becoming scarce because they're moving off the Ethereum blockchain. So therefore, the trading bots start to buy Titanx. So he's talking about the trading bots, the arbitrage bots that are looking for price differentials on the blockchain and even across the blockchains. Then they wake up other bots who wonder whether that bot just purchased Titanx coins, and then the humans wake up and wonder why it's going green. This is also comparable over on Pulse Chain. That when coins are minted, the PRC20 Titanx ecosystem coins are minted on Pulse Chain. Their trading bots wake up and say, why are these coins being minted and being LP'd with each other, mainly with Titanx, DragonX, Vault, Infernos, Helios, etc., JakeX, LegendX, Tink, DragonX, all of them over there. There's over 33 different put on Titanx coins now in an LP web on Pulse Chain. So okay, so what he says is there's over 33 coins over that are Titanx that have been bridged over. And so the question is, how did that happen? Who actually did that, right?
Hmm.
So what do you think the answer is? Like who who did that? Let's assume it's not the developer who actually, you know, put the protocol on the blockchain because it's not. Let's just like who might have done this? Him. Him mostly.
Mm.
And then a small crew of us that like this idea. I've been learning to do it. I've put liquidity into pools before, but I've never built a liquidity web on my own ever. Right. So it's not, so it's mostly him. He's designed this, and now he's got a small crew of us who are actually filling in the liquidity and really looking for how to make it easy to do, because I do think it's a very good idea, both for the short term run to get access to Pulse Chain, and the short term, maybe 3 months or 6 months or 9 months or a year, right? That's the short term, which is like, it's probably going to be an exponential run on Pulse Chain. And what he's basically saying is, let's get the leverage of Pulse Chain, as opposed to just the leverage. He says leverage because he's Aussie. I say leverage because I'm a New Yorker, but it's the same thing as leverage and
New York.
leverage. I'm a New Yorker. All right, listen.
I'm a Californian.
Okay, I know you are. You're a Cali girl. Cali.
Wake up and start to buy.
The bots wake up.
Demand and bot arbitrage and trading bot demand on both sides. Then we have the view of the V1, which is the Ethereum collected in the mid phase, the tokenomics of typenets, and the various Hydra, Hyper, Dragonets. There's millions of dollars that Jake and Eric and the buy and burns have on Ethereum to buy Titanets and remove the supply. That's called pumpamentals of the buy and burn V1. Now that's comparable.
That's the culture of Titan X. There's all this money in these wallets that we all contributed, and the idea potentially is they're used to buy and burn supply to deflate the supply. Okay. Um, it's a controversial subject because it requires admin keys, which are human controls. It's not fully automated, and so there's debate about that, but it is what it is.
The coins over to Pulse Chain and LP pair them with PLS, PLSX, Teddy Bear, and other coins that are on Pulse Chain. We create the liquidity web of built on Titanets. Titanets gets paired with these native Pulse Chain coins, and above Titanets is DragonX, Fold, Inferno, and all the bot coins. And above all of them is the original free airdrop from Titanets called EROS. And no admin keys, no treasury, no DAO. 4 times the boon of the Grays currency, creates its own LP, staking and locking. That's an original built on Titanets coin issued free to all Titanets holders on Pulse Chain. That's the tip of the spear of marketing and demand. So that's the reasons why we should be bridging our coins from Titanets Ethereum over to Pulse Chain liquidity web. With the liquidity web possibilities of Maria, the Intrepid dev, having $30 million in his buy and burn, and Richard Hart having a $2 billion sacrifice, with a large portion of that prepared to be a buy and burn to remove supply and boost price over on Pulse Chain. So then we'd not only get the Jake V1 buy and burn on the Ethereum side, we'd also have that boosting the Titanx coins, but we'd also be participants to the Richard Hart OA address, up to $2 billion, and the Maria, a Tropa, P-Dye, Teddy Bear.
So he's talking about why, and basically it's one of the strange phenomena of Pulse Chain. This is probably have never heard of him. His name is Richard Hart. He's the founder of Hex, and which was like the first DeFi star on Uniswap, maybe last cycle. Some people say it's a better Bitcoin. I don't know. He's sort of an eccentric guy, and up until recently, he's been in legal trouble with the SEC. So the SEC here has sued him and Hex and Pulse Chain, and just last week they dismissed his case. He actually won the case. And yeah, and so that's good. I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm glad for him personally
Win
because I
cases.
don't. What? Yeah,
Yeah, we
exactly.
like, yeah.
It's good to win cases. Now, he definitely paid high-paid lawyers in New York a lot of money to defend him. But anyway, the point is that he's an eccentric, and what Peter's saying is, let's get on Pulse Chain because Maria, the Atropa dev, has $30 million that he says he's going to inject into the Atropa system. Richard has $2 billion from people like me and others here who sacrifice, which is basically a an investment with no expectation of profit from the work of another, a sacrifice into this protocol. So me and others put money in almost 3 years ago now. And so there is this expectation or this thought that potentially Richard Hart is going to inject Pulse Chain with that capital, both to improve the infrastructure, but also build, a pump that he can be proud of. Anyway, that's why Peter is saying, let's do this. And honestly, I was bored at the time. I was like ready to take a little capital and put it to work like this. And yeah, so the rest is history. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's close it up here. That's what we're gonna do between this week and next week. Okay. The assignment is for both of us, is to get you bridging probably some Ethereum from Ethereum to Pulse Chain. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Not on here. I'm going to show you during the week, and it's not that hard. And I'm just going to show you how to do it. You're going to do it, and then you're going to have a wallet, the same wallet, the MetaMask wallet that you have on Ethereum. There's a little toggle switch, a drop-down list, and you can, and then you can go back and forth between the two blockchains using your wallet and the bridge. Okay. It's not really a bridge. And actually, GIF, if he's still here, GIF understands the technology. And maybe we can get GIF to do yeah, Maya, why don't you ask GIF to come in and school us both on his technology?
Yes,
Would
Gift,
you?
if you're still here, can you please school us on your technology so
Thank
we're
you.
more, you know,
Exactly.
efficient with it?
Yeah. I mean, I think like I follow GIF. I mean, not a lot, but what I remember is that he studied hard. I think he became a developer because he said anytime. He said anytime. Let's do it.
Dope,
Thank
dope.
you, Giff. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. Yeah, thank you. So I think what he'll do, let's save the technology conversation. He'll share with us like what's really going on under on the bridge and his pulsar technology, as I understand it, is smart contracts that don't replace the bridge, but that relate with the bridge. And so he'll have to tell us what it is. But he's also built, um, yeah, a whole ecosystem of of assets and protocols that, yeah, that probably are being invented and developed as we speak. So anyway, so thank you, Gift, for saying anytime, and we'll definitely do that. And that'll be
Thank
good
you.
because then Maya, you can learn like the fundament. It's really important to be able to understand what's going on and to look at contracts and to look under the hood on the
To
blockchain
know what you're looking at, like,
and investing time and money in. Investing
yeah.
time and money. That's the other reason why I like EROS. This is a speculative play. This is like a play that you put a little bit of capital in and hope it 1000x's,
Mhm.
right? And even if it does, it's a game because it'll inflate and then deflate. It's, and what's going to happen is because we're in early, we're going to stay in, and assuming it pumps, we're going to be getting out. We're going to be responsibly getting our capital out on the way up. Just
Mhm.
because we're more experienced than other people who buy at the tops, most people buy, you know, the green candles. What we've learned, and that what you're doing, is you're buying blood. You buy the bottom, and then you either hold forever, like ORX token. I'm just going to hold it and maybe use it and borrow against it. That's what I've decided. I'm just going to keep it. I'm not selling it. And maybe I will if I need to, but most tokens, unless there's a passive income machine attached to it, you basically, what you do is you buy low and sell on the way up responsibly, so that you don't wreck the chart and that you don't wreck other people. Some people don't care, but I do. I don't want to wreck anybody. I mean, like, we don't want people to get wrecked, and there's enough to go around. There's unlimited supply. There's plenty to go around. It doesn't have to be so dog eat dog and hyper competitive. Because at the end of the day, it is a trading game. It's a trading game, but you don't have to be a trader. I'm not a trader. I invest. I find gems and then hold, and then anyway. All right, peace out. I think we're done. I think we've gone over an hour. All right. Anything else, Maya? You want to share?
Um,
This was really
as
good.
for art,
Yeah.
mhm.
Well, art or anything about crypto, any insight? Let's get your crypto intelligence going.
um,
Like what are you learning? Like what's fun and confusing, and yeah, what's good?
I wouldn't say confusing just because I'm learning, there's
Yeah.
a difference.
Yeah.
Um, and everything that you're saying is like it makes sense as I'm like calculating in my mind.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just want us all to just have like optimism, to think really highly of this, and to put that energy out there that it will do great, like for all of us.
Mm,
Um, so that's
yeah.
what my intention is, to really like manifest basically that
Right
things
on.
will, ascend. And
I like that.
yeah, yeah, that's really where I'm at with things.
That's
Like,
that's hot. That's hot, Maya, because actually that's my whole thing around carving. See, like, why do you carve? I was like, when I carve, good things happen. It's just always. And it's not
mhm,
always everything's all good. It's just that it's the process of, like, it's the
energy.
flow, it's the energy.
Yes,
Yeah,
that currency, the paint, yeah, like the flow, water,
exactly.
like a way will be made.
Yeah.
Like,
So actually, when GIF comes and shares his technology, it's not just the technology. He's got currencies, actually. He's building currencies that um yeah, he'll share it, and I think your guys' dialogue will be good because you've got a really esoteric way of thinking about currency.
mhm,
It's energy. And I think, yeah, I mean, I don't intuitively do that. I think you do. But it's good for me to think like that, because that way it's just flow. That's why I like to give it away. Honestly, I like to give it away. I don't like to hold it. I like to. It's flow. It's like you got to give it. You got to give it and receive it. You receive it and give it. And at this point in the cycle, Maya, we're going for a 10x as the first one, and then we're going for 100x, and we are going to go for 1000x. That's the only reason why I'm doing this EROS thing, because I actually think a small investment with some with the energy that I decided I'm going to put into it,
mhm.
it this guy inspired me. I have to admit it. This guy Peter inspired me. I was like, damn, he's freaking persistent with me. I was like, nah. I was really curious, but I didn't want to stream. I didn't want to, like, organize. I didn't want to take action. He was like, bro, you have to. It's just like, if you're gonna do it, you got to. I was like, all right, all right. Thank you, Maya, and thank you, anybody. Gif, it was good to see you here, and thank you for. I'll reach out to you, and we'll set up a time.
Thank you, Chiz, and thank you everyone that attended this live stream.
Thank you,
Have a
Ma.
great weekend.
It was so good to see you.
It was good seeing you too. I'll talk to you soon. Okay.
Peace out. Bye.
Okay. Peace.